Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make some cute watercolor butterflies. Before we start, you're going to need some watercolor paper. 140 pounds to 200 pounds is usually pretty good. You're going to need something to draw with. I'm using a mechanical pencil and a pen. A pen's just nice for outlines, you don't have to use it. You're also going to need some brushes. Scissors are optional if you want to cut them out. And lastly, some watercolors. I'm using tubes, but it doesn't matter, use whatever you like. So first you're going to want to sketch out your butterflies. So I'm going to start with the body. So you basically draw an oval for the head. And then you just kind of add a really long oval to attach to the head. Kind of like this. You can make it how you like. It can be different shapes, however you want. And then now let's do the wings. I'm gonna do something similar to the butterfly I showed you earlier. So you're going to want to go out like that. I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but you go out and then you curve. It's kind of circular, like a top of the circle kind of. And then you're going to curve up like that on each end, up like that. And then you're going to come out from that, and you're going to start coming back in. You can make the wings however you like. And there you go, you have the top wings. And now you're going to find you're going to come out on one of the wings. And then you're going to start drawing the bottom wings from the top wing. So we're going to come out, down like this. Then we're going to curve a little, like that. And then we're going to come out from that curve and go back and into the body, like that. And we're going to repeat the same process for this. So we're going to come out as much as you like. Just come out, start going down. And it's okay if they're not identical. You curve a little, come back out. Make your butterfly how you like. And that's basically the wings right there. And then now we're going to draw I'm not sure exactly what they're called, kind of the things coming out of their head. So it's going to go out like that. And then go up like that. And you're going to make the very top of it, you're going to attach a very small circle. Kind of like that. And there you go, you've drawn your butterfly. It looks pretty plain right now, but once you add color and outline it really looks good. Before I add the lines, I'm going to add watercolor. So I'm going to do a yellow and green color scheme, kind of like the one I showed you earlier. So we're going to do this gradient effect. So we're going to start off with a lighter yellowish green, and then we're going to start getting into darker greens. So I'm going to show you here on my palette. We're getting a yellowish green, and we're putting it towards the middle of the wings. And then we're getting a more lighter green and dabbing that on. It looks a lot more yellowish in the camera. And we're going to have the darkest green along the edges of the wings. We're also going to make the body black, which you can make it any color you like. And I'm going to add some pigmented yellow lastly. And I'm going to try to get less water and so the spots kind of show up better. And now you're seeing me adding the middle green where it's lighter than the first green we added, but not the darkest. So now we're getting some of the darker green. Going to put that along the edges of the wings, like that. Getting it more pigmented. I'm just adding it around the edges. And I'm kind of dabbing it in there. Still adding it. I think I want it kind of darker, so I'm gonna add some more of it. then I'm going to add some color to the body, so I'll meet you in a little after I finish the body. And you may notice that it's kind of harder to see the body now, but once we add outlines, it'll be easier. And I'm gonna add some like yellowish spots kinda along the edges. So I'm gonna get my yellow. I want this to be more pigmented. I'm gonna just get my yellow, and I'm not gonna add much water, and I'm just gonna go like, just kind of dot it. You can do this if you like, and if you don't like it, you can always go over it. A little too vibrant for me, so I'm gonna add some greenish along the edges again, kind of cover up the yellow. And that's it, done coloring. And now you're going to want to let it dry before you add outlines or whatever. I'm gonna let mine dry. I'm gonna be back with you in a little bit. Okay, when yours is ready and dry, now let's add the outlines. So grab your pen and trace on the lines you drew earlier with the pencil. When you're done adding your outlines, then you're going to cut it out if you want to. It's optional. This is the last step, so we're just going to cut it out. Okay, and that's it. The butterfly is ready. So what I do when I add it to stuff sometimes is I fold my butterfly in half, like this. Oops, wrong way. So I fold my butterfly in half, and then it looks like this. And then you can glue it like this to things like your sketchbook page, and it's kind of cool. And that's it. I'm going to show you a couple more ideas. That's it for this butterfly. Next butterfly. So for the second design, we're going to follow like the same steps as the first design, but this is going to be kind of different. So first we're going to do a circle or an oval for the head, and make the body however you like, but I'm going to make this more like a diamond shape this time. Go out like this. Cool diamond, long diamond. And now let's do the wings. The wings are definitely quite different. So instead of going like this, we're going to come way more up, like that. And then we're going to come down in like these little bump shapes, getting kind of curving kind of like that. It's going to come in a little. And then we're going to come in like that. Repeat this for the other wing. So you just go up quite a bit. They don't have to be identical. Do these bump shapes, start getting kind of smaller, more in. You can add more variety, kind of like that, but make it however you like. Now let's do the bottom wings. So you're going to come out from the top wings. You're going to come out, curve down, and then you're going to kind of bump back up here. Little bumps all the way like that. So come down, do these little cute bumps, up like that. And then we're going to add like another layer to the wing. So we're going to come out of the head kinda, and we're going to go like that. Just to make it cool, you don't have to do this. Then we're going to even add another layer to the bumps, kind of like that. Just makes it look kind of cool. And this is just your sketch. Make it how you like. Bump things again. And now let's do the antenna things. So we're going to come up like that. Add a little circle at the end if you like. Now I'm going to shade in the areas that I want to be black. This is optional, you don't have to. Make it however colors you like, but I'm gonna do like a black and blue palette. So I'm gonna just kind of shade in what I'm gonna make blackish or dark. And instead of the last one, I'm kinda have a gradient, but I'm gonna have like black towards the middle. Quite a bit of black in this one. And that's it. Let's add some color. So I'm gonna get my palette here. Right there. Get your paintbrush and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna have some black, and I'm gonna just go over it. Go over the lines if you like. When you cut it out, you're not gonna see it, so don't worry. So I'm gonna have like black in the middle and for the body over the antennas. And I'm gonna have like a bluish gradient, blue and blackish. So I'm gonna get like a darkish blue, kinda. After I finish this. Okay, now I'm gonna get like this blue, and it's kinda darker. And I'm going to go inside between the blacks, the middle black and the outside. And remember, the more water you add, the more like less pigmented it's gonna be. Struggled with that. And I think I'll add maybe dot a little bit of the lighter blue in between like that. It's looking kind of rough, and that's okay because we're not gonna add outlines yet. Gotta wait for it to dry first. Just fix it a little, add a few things. Make it darker inside here. Don't get scared. Don't worry, you'll be able to fix it if you don't like it. And it is looking like a blob mess here. Yes, it is looking very, very messy, you could say. So I'm just going to let it dry, and then we're going to add the outlines. So see you after it dries. Okay, my watercolor butterfly is now dry. So now you're going to want to get your pen, and you're going to want to outline the lines. If it's kind of hard to see the lines, then you might want to redraw them. But I'm going to just try my best. So just go across the lines like this. Just trace them. Okay, I'm done with the lines. Now you're going to want to cut them out, or you can leave it, however you like. So get your scissors, and I'm going to cut them out real quick and be back with you. Okay, I finished cutting it out. As you can see, there's a little spot right there, so now would be a good time to fix any of your mistakes real quick. And also that it's dry, you can add another layer of watercolor if you want. Okay, just did that real quick. And if you accidentally cut off any of your lines, then you can go ahead and redo those. Draw them back on. And that's it, we're done. And that's the second butterfly. pretty cute. You can do what I did with the last one also if you want. Where you fold them in half to get them look kind of good. Okay, like that. Now it's really cute, and you can glue this or add this to whatever you like. And let's go to the next design. Okay, for this one, we're gonna follow the steps of the last two. Let's draw the body, circular head, then ovalish shape. I'm gonna make it pointy at the bottom. Now it's turning out to be more of like a diamond, kind of like the last one. Make this longer. Okay, now let's do the wings. So we're gonna come up like that. Then we're gonna come back like that. And then this one we're gonna kind of overlap because we're gonna be doing kind of layering like that. So there's gonna be three different types of wings: the top, the middle, and the bottom. And this one's gonna be kind of different. So you're gonna want to kind of color the edge kind of black on this top one, and then you're gonna kind of come out with a circular shape kind of like that. Let's repeat this over here. So we're gonna come up quite a good bit. Come back in like that. Add our middle overlapping shape. Middle wing. Have a little border of black, and then kind of coming out in this circular shape. Okay, now let's move on to the bottom wings. So we're going to come out from this middle wing, and we're going to these are going to be kind of circular, and we're going to kind of just come back like that. This time we're going to have part of the body sticking out. So we're going to come like down and then kind of back up like that. And same with the top wings. We're going to have our little black border. And we're going to add our little circle shape here. I mean, I guess it's more of an oval. And that's our design. Oh wait, 1 second. I almost forgot. We gotta add our little antenna thingies. Like that, and now we go. That's our design. Now let's color it. So for this, I want a more red-white theme. So I'm gonna get some different shades of red. Kind of like the others, we're gonna have multiple colors. You can do any colors you like. I'm gonna do kind of a gradient effect. Struggling to say it for some reason. Just getting my reds. And I'm also, for this one, I'm also going to be getting some white paint. And I'm going to be using a smaller brush like this. Okay. So first I'm going to start off lighter. My lightest reddish. Oh, it's more pink. It's fine. Just kind of dab it. It's really pretty. I'm going to get slightly darker. And go over the lines as much as you like, you don't have to. So this one's actually going to turn out a little more pinkish, I guess. go like that. And then still having trouble focusing, but now let's get the darkest and kind of go like that, darkest red. Dab it along the edges. Then I'm going to grab some black for the body. And I'm going to use a little piece of a paper towel to kind of make this lighter, so just dab that on there. Made it a little too light. I'm going to re-add that in real quick. So this gradient, I don't know, I'm still struggling to say it, but this effect is really, really cool. It can make really pretty butterfly effects. I'm going to add a little more black along here. And you're going to want some black for these edges here. And touch this up a little. When you're done, you're going to want to let it dry so you can add the outlines and cut it out. So, okay, I'm done. Just going to let it dry and I'll see you when it's ready. Okay, mine's dry now. So now let's add the lines. You're just going to trace on your previous sketch. Okay, I finished adding the lines, now let's cut it out. I was cutting, the antenna thing fell off, so I'm just going to reattach that real quick. Since these are so tiny, they can fall off quite easily while you're cutting, so try to be careful. Okay, I just reattached that with some felt glue. It's just quite sticky, so it works good. Now you can fix any details or anything you messed up. Now's a good time. I'm going to add on some outlines, and then I'll meet you again. Then I'll be back. Okay, I'm done, and this is the butterfly. It is ready. I think this one is definitely my favorite. It's super cute, and I'm going to just try bending it real quick. Okay. Here's our, I'm going to get other butterflies real quick. Okay, here are the 3 butterflies. These are really cute, and the best part about making these is you can have so much variety and they can turn out so different. These are super cute. I really like this method of making them, so enjoy and have fun making butterflies. Goodbye and thanks for watching.